Hello, I'm Jenna Roberts with Present Path, and today I'm offering a free reading for everyone for Leo season. Roar. Now, I am a Cancerian, but whenever I would read the astrology books as a kid, I would get jealous of the Leos because the Cancerian section would be like, you like to go to garage sales and make food at home and nurture people. And then the Leo section would be like, you're the life of the party, everyone loves you. And I would be all like, oh, I want to be a Leo. But it turns out, 2 astrologers have told me, you're kind of a Leo because I have the moon in Leo and my Mercury in Leo and some other stuff. So yay Leos, woo! So I brought up my mane for y'all because I know that's an important part of life, is having a mane if you're part Leo or whole Leo. This week I'm offering a reading from the Fantastic Menagerie Tarot, which is a beautiful deck that they just did a new edition of with a nice gold shiny on. Ooh, shiny. Figured that was an appropriate deck for Leo season, since Leos are so very, very shiny. It's designed in the style by Baba Studio of J.J. Granville, who decorated the art for Alice in Wonderland. So it has a very whimsical, animal-based, fantastic menagerie thing going on. I love that tarot is magic because the first card I pull on this Leo season reading is a lion. Whoop whoop. Magic exists. The tarot has shown us. Tarot is magic. Isn't it great? Magic. This reading today seems to have a continual message in it about how we're putting our energy forward into the world and finding a more balanced access to getting done what needs done without overwhelming. King of Wands is our starting card. That's the Leo card in a big way. It's a fierce, outgoing, positive, lighted person who can sometimes be a little selfish, but who also is very generous with their warmth and love. Now, this image here has kind of an intense message, though. If you look at just the Fantastic Menagerie's interpretation, there seems to be something going on here with a sort of despotic lion who's looming over a frog-like creature who's bowing to him. Reading with a particular deck, you can take the messages from the cards directly as well as laying in the traditional meanings. It feels like there's some sort of message about not being too arrogant and looming over others in any way. Letting yourself be humble to what others need as well as what you need. With the 10 of Wands here also representing someone working hard while another person is laying about, it feels to me about finding a balance with how we're finding equal ground and respect with others. The 10 of Wands reversed can also have to do with doing too much and not asking for support. And in this case, I feel like it's being that the support is being asked for or demanded of in a way that doesn't feel egalitarian, doesn't feel balanced and kind and conscious of each other. When we get stressed out, sometimes we can like overload our stress onto others and get a sense of entitlement that others help us. And this is saying that yes, you can ask for support from others right now, but notice how you're requesting that support. We're just doing a lot. Summer's here and we can get really easily overwhelmed in Leo season with all the opportunities to do things. So you've got to taper down and make sure that you have some level of satisfaction coming in. The elephant in the room is the 9 of Cups reversed. That one's saying to me that you're not finding satisfaction in some way. And in the areas in your life that you're not feeling satisfied, you might be getting sort of aggressive and like trying to push through things to make it feel good, to make things happy, or to make things get done so you can go do things that are satisfying. And this to me feels like an unhealthy push-pull. 7 of Wands is a good warrior card of stepping up your game, but with the 10 of Wands next to it, it feels like you just are doing too much and you've got to get serious. A good warrior also knows how to slow down and focus on the right tasks rather than spreading their energy too much over many tasks. This might mean you need to say no to some people. Both Warren Buffett and other billionaires say that the best word in their dialogue is no. To be able to say no to things means you can say yes to you and yes to your priorities. And that feels like a prime message happening in this reading today. With the 7 of Wands, which is kind of that when we don't feel satisfied, we can turn into kind of a fierce, aggressive warrior nature of like, I'm just going to get everything done so I can be satisfied. But sometimes pushing through is rolling over others, is rolling over your own need. With it being the 7 of Wands and the 9 of Cups together, I'm going to say there's something going on with feeling like you have to be fierce. feeling like you have to be a force to be reckoned with in order to be regarded and respected. But what if that's not true? What if you can find a sense of community by saying, hey, these are some things I need support with. Who can show up for what? And how can I help you maybe in the fall when I have more time? Or, for instance, a friend of mine contacted me yesterday and she's like, I have a week vacation and I don't really have much to do. What you got going on? And I'm like, I'm so busy getting ready for the Ren fairs. Woo, Ren fairs. So glad they're open again. That I just don't have time to go play right now. I've got to get my work done. But I know you love costumes. I have costumes that I need to try on for the Ren Fair. Do you want to come over and help me try on my costumes? And she was like, yes. So that's the kind of thing I'm talking about, where, you know, let yourself get motivated to take care of your tasks and ask for who can show up for you, who wants to show up for you, who's like, yeah. Or see where it is in your life that you can kind of taper down and take some things off your plate that just aren't absolutely urgent right now, because we all need to make time for some play in Leo season. Kitty's got to play, right? Finding that balance between work and play seems to be a strong message here. So we come to the Four of Wands, which feels to me like the right balance of energy right now. Slowing down, finding a structure to your day that feels like you have the energy to get your tasks done, making room for both play and work, and making sure that you're finding support around you that is happy to support what you're doing. This is a community card. It's a card of us all getting together to, in this case, hold the jump rope for each other. Finding ways that you can reciprocate and show up for each other, creating a team effort on things, creating a unity so that we can go out and play and have communal events that are really satisfying. With the Page of Cups reversed, that says to me something, it feels a little bit like FOMO. It feels a little bit like feeling like you're never quite at the party even when you're at the party. And noticing that your emotional heart needs attention. You got to feed your Page of Cups the sense of emotional security as you're going out and doing so much with your life. Slowing down enough that you're tending to your heart some. Slowing down enough that your heart's needs are being met in some way. And I mean, I like that we go from this 10 of Wands to a 7 of Wands to a 4 of Wands, which feels kind of like a right? And 4s are very stabilizing, right? Tables have 4 legs. We want to have a stability in how we're putting our energy out into the world and find community that can support that stability. Page of Cups reversed is the one card in here that feels a little wonky, but to me, with the King of Wands diagonally across, it's like the external versus the internal. Making sure you're tending to both is an important message right now. The whole reading to me has this sense of kind of the heart not getting attended to enough because the energy is just spilling out everywhere, doing too much. Let's all take a moment right now to just slow down and take a breath. We all know how easy it is to do too much and distract ourselves from caring for our tender heart. So what is it that your heart needs right now? Maybe you need a little more introversion time, a little more internal time to ground in and prioritize what you do need to do with your energy rather than just scattering your energy wide and far. Maybe you need to sit with the introversion that you were experiencing during COVID again and make sure you have some personal alone time where you're doing creative activities, perhaps spiritual activities that fulfill your heart and give you a sense of groundedness there so that the activities you are doing have more satisfaction in them. I think that's our primary message for the reading today. Notice how you ask for your needs in a kind way. Notice how you can find support from those who are on board to help you. And notice how you need to tend to your heart's needs and find satisfaction in what you're reaching out for. This reading is all Wands and Cups. That means that our energy has to balance with our heart's desires a little bit better. Rather than just pouncing on everything like the lion that you are and trying to get everything done just haphazardly, slowing down enough to get into your emotional center, finding your spiritual sense of what it is that needs done truly right now, and taper your list down to focus and stay present with each task that you're doing right now. also finding community who might be joyously happy to help you out with what you're up to. I hope you found this reading satisfying today. I hope you'll subscribe to my page, and please also reach out to me for a personal reading. Collective readings are fun, but personal one-on-one readings are truly magical, and I hope that you'll reach out to me to hear what message you need to hear right now. I sincerely want to thank everyone who shows up for my videos. I put a lot of work into these, and sometimes it feels like you're shouting into a void with all the content out there. So I want to say I'm really honored and grateful that you came to my page today and hopefully subscribed and are relishing the tarot in a way that's authentic and joyous for you. Thanks for joining, and I hope you have a beautiful day of navigating to your best life.